In over 175 countries, all the ships at sea. You can hear us on the American Forces Radio Network. As always, shout out to our brave men and women of the United States Armed Forces for what they do, what they have done for us. A shout out as well to the Day Trader Trio, right there live, on camera, in studio. Love them. Back here at the bar, it is Costa, it is Mary Brigado, and as we roll on with the Big Biz Show. Always love when we get people joining us for the very first time.
Yes.
And our guest is involved in a category that I know zero about. So it's also going to be a learning segment. Brad Kitchen is the CEO of Element One Hydrogen and Critical Minerals Corporation on the Canadian Stock Exchange. Their ticker symbol is EONE. And Brad, welcome to the Big Biz Show for the very first time. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great. I wish I was there in person with you, but I do appreciate having me on for the first time.
Absolutely. Where are we talking to you from today?
Just up the coast. I'm in Vancouver.
Oh, hop, skip, and a jump. Brad.
That's right. I should.
Because this is your first time, let's because I've got a very thick head and I didn't wear a helmet when I played football. Let's go back to square one as far as hydrogen and where it sits as far as what it can do for North America from an energy standpoint, things like that.
Sure. Okay. So it's not just hydrogen, but it's natural hydrogen. And
Gotcha.
This is a new industry. So the fact that you mentioned that you know zero on this, welcome to the club. There's a lot of people out there. No, I'm serious. But this is why this is so important, is to get the message out and bring people up the curve. So to take things down to the base level, the way I look at natural hydrogen is it's energy.
Okay.
It's really no different than, let's say, a gallon of gas. So you've got a certain amount of energy in a gallon of gas. And right now, that gallon of gas costs you guys a lot down in San Diego. But
Yes.
Let's say it's about $5. Well, what is it a gallon?
I was $6 yesterday.
Yeah, it's getting up there.
$6. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, it is. And in Canadian dollars, I would put it probably close to 10. But so you've got a gallon of gas for $6. That produces a certain amount of energy. There's something called green hydrogen, which has been around for a while. People understand it a little bit more. And that's really taking hydrogen out of water molecules. And I guess a kilogram of green hydrogen is about the same as a gallon of gas.
Okay.
But to do that, and it's great because the only pollution that's caused is water. So you can put it in car. You can. Airbus now has a plane that's powered on hydrogen. Toyota did a car at the 24-hour Le Mans powered on hydrogen, but that's green hydrogen, and that's really good. It's environmentally friendly, but it's expensive. It costs a lot to extract the hydrogen from water. So, and that's either through hydroelectric power or wind turbines. So the infrastructure cost is a lot. Very good. And it's about $10 to $15. So almost double what a regular gallon of gas is. Natural hydrogen, same benefits as green hydrogen, but it's more abundant. It's very environmentally friendly. But the key on this thing is that it's economically superior. We can produce the same equivalent of a gallon of gas for between 50 and 75 cents.
Wow.
Yeah, it's huge. It's a bit of a game. It's a game changer.
Wow. So, you know what?
Go ahead, Brad. Go ahead, Mary. Sorry.
Caught me. Yep.
No
Sorry,
worries.
Mary.
I was going to move a little bit on to this thing I was reading here on your sheet about diversifying your asset base and a project called the Foggy Mountain Project. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Sure. Well, we've got from a hydrogen perspective, there's three different facets of our operations. I'm not sure what time this is going out, but there's an announcement coming out tomorrow that we've actually just closed in a research agreement with Columbia University, where we are doing the technology to extract hydrogen from hard rocks.
Holy cow.
So Foggy Mountain, it's powerful. So what we've been able to do at Columbia is develop a technique or the technology, which is ours. We're not licensing it. We've developed it with Grisham Gather-Coda at Columbia, and we're able to extract hydrogen directly from ultramafic rocks. So what that means for us is we don't have to look for large reserves, although that is one thing that's happening right now. Bill Gates' company in Kansas is doing exploration for hydrogen accumulation plays. That's, as I mentioned, very much like oil and gas. One of our companies in Canada, it's called Max Power. They've had some success in Saskatchewan finding these accumulation of hydrogen aspects. We're going to be doing that as well. You'll see an announcement in the next couple of weeks about a big play that we've acquired down in the US. But with the Foggy Mountain and with the other projects that you had up there briefly, we're looking at the ultramafic rocks there so that we can start to do exploration and determine the size of what the potential hydrogen we can extract using our new process from Columbia.
Brad Kitchen is the CEO of Element One Hydrogen and Critical Minerals Corporation, Canadian Stock Exchange ticker EONE. Brad, is this a situation where the more people get educated on this and realize, and I think a big part of it is the fact that, you know, it's more or less environmentally friendly. It's not like drilling for oil or things like that, that this area of energy is going to explode worldwide, or has it already?
What you're seeing, well, the growth in natural hydrogen is going to be exponential. And the way I compare it is to, you talk about oil and gas. In the US, it used to be a major importer of oil and gas up until about 2008. Mm-hmm. And what happened there is people started to learn and started to develop fracking. And what happened when the fracking occurred, the growth of the oil and gas industry now makes the US the larger producer of oil and gas in the world. You are going to see that with natural hydrogen. It is something that I equate us to being around 2008 in the oil and gas field when fracking came out.
Amazing stuff. Again, Brad Kitchen is the CEO of Element One Hydrogen and Critical Minerals Corporation. Their ticker symbol on the Canadian Stock Exchange is EONE. Brad, listen, this episode will air tonight. Will you come back on the show and talk more with us in the future?
Love to. Thanks very much for having me on today.
You betcha.
And I look forward to my second trip.
Thanks, Brad.
Excellent. Brad Kitchen, CEO, Element One Hydrogen and Critical Minerals Corp. All right, that is going to do it for this edition of the Big Biz Show. For everybody behind the scenes who makes the show possible, for the Day Trader Trio, from Eric Godwin, I'm Costa. We'll see you next time.